It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert. Love is blind. You take my blues away. Love is blind. You take my blues away.
Oh, yeah. Love it when they go acapella. Love it.
Yeah, where was the ukulele? What was going on?
I love it.
I also like
Acapella's better.
when they used an untuned guitar with a capo. That was a very special moment.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, what is this really giant ukulele that he's holding? This is
I know. I was like, wow. I guess Sal was using a standard and Kwame's using a baritone ukulele.
Right.
That must
That's
be
what it
what's,
has to
what's
be.
go- it has to be. An out of tune
from
baritone
my
ukulele.
very limited knowledge of music, this is what I can
Yeah, that's what we had to suss out. I used reverse image search when I took a screenshot of it, and it has to have been a baritone ukulele.
Wow.
Yes.
You ordered one at Guitar Center and it's gonna be in the mail soon.
Didn't the producers ask both of them to use songs? Like, let's do a musical episode. You know, it's like the famous Buffy musical episode started it all. Then, we have like the Community musical episode. We have different musical episodes of TV. Now we have the Love is Blind musical episode.
Do you think they consider all of their pod episodes to be bottle episodes?
Yes, these are the bottle episodes. Yes.
We're really getting into it's a budget saver is what it is. Yeah.
Are all of our episodes bottle episodes?
They're bottle episodes, yeah.
Or are they not because we exist in two separate places?
You
write us in and tell us, are all Reality Alert episodes bottle episodes or not?
We want to hear your opinions.
Yes, we need to know. Can we talk about how good this season is getting, though? Because wow, I thought
they're casting villains again, Max.
Yes,
villains are back.
Yes, and people that are cray-cray.
I'm almost positive Kinetic listened to our podcast, and they said, "Okay, Ben and Max are requesting sociopaths that create havoc. Okay, let's do it. Let's grant their wish, please."
Yes, and we have watched the next episode 4, and I think we should just talk about episode 4 and skip episode. No, okay, we'll talk about episode 3. A lot of
tempting.
No, but a lot of really good stuff happened here, and I just want to say I thought that we were gonna suffer from like not having the like Shane archetype or the Cole archetype, the kind of like goofy guy, but honestly, we're not, because all the dramatics of it, the serious drama is just so good. I'm enraptured by it,
There are so many love triangles that it's becoming an octagon. That's how crazy it is. It's wild.
They are so serious about each other. I am becoming serious about the show.
Wow. Look at you.
There will be no jokes.
Is that why you're wearing a tuxedo today?
Yes, and there will be no jokes. We're just going to talk seriously about
I was wondering why you
shaved
your beard clean off too. That was strange.
Yes, I'm clean shaven. I've enlisted,
and yet you're still wearing the Heathcliff hat with this whole ensemble.
Yes,
you've got the Heathcliff hat and then a clean shave,
and I'm not wearing any pants. I'm just wearing the tuxedo shirt.
Right. But it's not like the shirt.
No, it's not a tuxedo shirt. It's like the jacket with tails and everything, just no pants.
Yes.
Well, should we talk about this stuff? And then I just want to start out with a question that Paul asked at the beginning of the episode before he saw Micah.
Is psychological love all you need for a long-term relationship?
Yes, because there is romantic love, there is physical love, and then there is psychological love.
Yeah. That's Freud talked about that, right? That's the thing about wanting to fuck your mom. Is that what it is?
Yes, psychological love.
That's psychological love. Yeah.
I hope Micah is like my mommy psychologically. Is that enough, though?
Yeah, it's enough.
I hope Micah will cut the crust off my sandwiches.
Boy, I tell you what, this guy's got a silver tongue. He's got a way with words, you know?
Yes.
My
Calling love psychological. He really has a way with words.
Oh, I'm swooning. Ooh,
Ooh.
melt me into a puddle.
Mm-hmm. So they meet and they seem more excited than they talked about it. At least, I thought that they were gonna see each other, shake hands, and be like, "We're still on TV," But they seemed a little more excited than I thought they would be.
Yeah, I mean the bar's pretty low for Paul. His level of excitement doesn't ever really get too high unless he is hearing about discounts for travel, But
Yes.
Micah, I will say, maybe she was trying to match his energy, but it did feel slightly deflated to me.
Yeah, but that's like her.
Yeah, it totally is. That's why I said it's like really hard to.
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell, but I mean, knowing what we know in episode 4, I think maybe maybe it is a little deflated. I don't know.
He did say one thing that stood out to me. He says he wants to end the interview short and leave with her right now. He says that should be the order of operations. And I'm just like, we get it. You're a scientist. Like fuck. Like branding. Okay. Do you have any hobbies?
It's not a TV show for him. Yeah.
All right. Come on.
It has nothing to do with him wanting to have sex, right? There's no way. There's no way.
The order of operations is us having sex. That's how this experiment works. I talked to the lab guys.
Kwame wanted to get down to Mexico right away too. He was like,
yeah. He's like, I talked to Paul, and that's the order of operations. Whatever
that's
that
the order
is.
of operations. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember from school in biology class, the order of operations? Chelsea's like, no. He's like, well, it's a thing, and we have to have sex. Paul told me.
Remember the beakers and the trays? That's what's happening here.
Yeah. Do what you oughta, add acid to wada, and order of operations.
No.
Do you remember that? You have to add acid to water, not
I remember.
Water to acid, guys. Don't do the other one. It's dangerous.
Yeah. Don't drip droplets of acid into your water.
Yeah, you want to put them on your tongue.
You want to put them on your tongue. And then you want to find a safe space around people that you trust for 12 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes you want to have a babysitter if you're doing like a lot and make sure they don't take it also. They can be called a travel agent sometimes.
Yes. Trip responsibly.
Yes. Jacquelina and Marshall. So Jacqueline in confessional says she was torn between Marshall and Josh, which we knew. But then when Marshall stuck his claim and said, Jacquelina is my girl, and that's that, she didn't want to see Josh anymore. So it actually paid off.
It worked. Oh my God.
Yeah, I thought that maybe she would view it as like as toxic, maybe.
Yeah,
but she
when a man stakes his claim and calls a woman his. Yeah,
some people like it. I guess
some people like it. Some people like it.
She says
assertive. It's assertive.
She says Marshall's emotionally available and can handle her spiciness and attitude. Yeah, so she's happy that Marshall told Josh to kick rocks. Kicking rocks and telling people to kick rocks is in hard, as we've talked about.
Yeah. Look, I will be honest. I think these two are pretty cute. They're pretty adorable. It is cute.
They're
really, like it's hard to make jokes with them because they're adorable. I like them.
Well, I can help you out. They're dumb. No, okay. So Jacquelina, so he proposes to her, and this is her saying yes.
Of course I'll marry you. I'll marry you 1,000 times. Hold me closer, don't let go. In every soul, in every realm, in every life. I'm here with you, I promise. Hee hee.
What?
Hold on, we gotta. Could you imagine after like could you imagine in like an Oscar-winning picture if after delivering the most sincere, sweetest monologue, Meryl Streep just goes,
I'm just imagining being told that I have cancer. It's like it's stage 4.
I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you have about a month to live. Why are you doing tee? He's like, well, I just thought that would really soften the blow. No, stop.
Ma'am, I have horrible news. Your son died in a car accident today.
Yeah, that's her thing. It sounds like she's a clown nose and she's like squeezing it.
Oh yeah, she's squeezing a little bit.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, they're very happy. Marshall falls over, you know.
Yeah. I mean, in every realm, she said too that she would.
Yeah, all of they're gonna rule all the realms of Middle Earth,
all the universes. Too.
Yes.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. He twirls in the hallway. He's so excited. Here's another thing that happened. She, I think she's confused about how engagements and marriages work, because when she goes into the women's quarters, she yells,
"I'm a married bitch."
You're not a married bitch. You're an engaged bitch. I don't think you understand how this works. By the way, I'm not calling you a bitch. That's what you said. Just to clarify.
Right. No, it was weird. The scene where she called her mom and dad, and she was like, "I'm married. We're gonna start looking for houses next week."
Yeah, she's like, "Why hasn't anybody bought me for anything on my registry? Like, what's happening?
Where's the honeymoon?
Where's the honeymoon? We're going to Mexico on the honeymoon," and he's like, "This isn't the fucking honeymoon.
We're not there yet."
Ridiculous.
Remember those beer pong cups at our wedding? Remember that? How romantic it was?
She's like, why didn't anybody throw rice over us at the reveal? That's so weird. That was our wedding. Marshall also made a very excited noise when he went into the men's quarters. I didn't know he had that range.
Wow.
Marshall.
My goodness.
My goodness.
Can we compare that with her? I think they're a perfect match.
They're a perfect match. They should go on perfect match. See if it still works out. So we get to the men's quarters, and I wanted to talk about this, but I didn't know how to talk about it. So we're gonna listen to Kwame talking to this guy Jack, who's in the pause we never hear from again, about Chelsea.
Chelsea has gone from, and I can't believe it myself. Yeah. I'm just I'm very shocked at how into this girl I am. I really like her. I really love talking to her. Chelsea. Wow. I know. Bro, I've never met this girl. I've never had somebody so fucking into me. It is wild. It feels good. It feels right. I feel like I'm having the fucking time of my life.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack there. It's a lot to unpack.
I think there's all right. All right. I'll just say one. All right.
First of all, wasn't it crazy that right after all that he looked into the camera and winked? That was really wild.
Yeah. We'll just go back and forth saying a few things that happened. So yeah, the first thing was when he looked in the camera and winked. That's the first thing that happened. Well, that's the last thing, but the most important thing to talk about, him winking. One thing that stuck out to me was when Jack just goes, Chelsea?
Chelsea?
He's like, really? Or you're feeling this much about
her?
That weird girl Chelsea that keeps talking about souls all the time? She's just like she refers to everybody as a soul that she wants to merge with. It kind of gives me the creeps a little bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She's like, hello, fellow soul, every time she enters the pods. Do you wanna mate spirits with me? Oh yeah.
The funny thing to me was just the self-awareness and the tongue-in-cheek of already. And he's like, I can't believe it. It just happened. It just like that. It was like magic out of thin air. All of a sudden I've fallen I was just brokenhearted, but I've all of a sudden fallen head over heels for this woman and I want to marry her. I'm confused by my feelings. All of a sudden I'm seeing my follower count go skyrocketing through the roof. It's weird. It's so weird.
I think another thing that stood out to me was him explaining the premise of the show. He's like, I've never seen her before. Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, we've only heard each other's voices. We've only known each other for 10 days, and we're talking through a wall. We're on a reality show that we're calling an experiment. It's called Love is Blind. It's wild, man. It's fucking sick, dude.
Nick and Vanessa are here.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It sounds like he's selling him on the premise, too. He's like, you should try it, too, dude, for 3 low payments of $9.99, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I do, as it was pointed out in the chat, I do always love the idea of someone finding someone attractive because of how into them they are. You know, like it's like the ultimate narcissist thing of like, oh, you really like me. Oh, you're nuts about me. I like you because you have good taste because you like me.
Well, yeah, he says it flat. Yeah, Nicole says, sounds like Bartiz. He likes her because she's so into him. I mean, that's what he says. He literally says it. He says, I love you because you reassure me all the time.
Yeah.
You make me confident because you just say how much you like me. Like, that's what he likes about her.
Yeah. He's a child.
You feel full of confidence because you're obsessed with me.
He's a child.
It's great. So we get Kwame and Chelsea. And the first thing that he says in this conversation is, a lot has happened this past week, but what I love about you is your reassurance of me. And your confidence in your reassurance of me.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it all comes back to that. She says that she loves their beautiful, slow rumble roll. Does she make any fucking sense ever? Does she ever make any? She doesn't make any fucking sense, dude. All she talks, she's like, our souls,
it's like a different language.
Our souls are spirits that meld into one another's lives, and the spirits entangle in their beautiful, slow, rumbly, rolly, tumbly, uncomfy, blumbly bumble. In the middle of this conversation, this music comes into play. I'm falling now, and I need... Why does it say I'm falling now, enemy? Is that foreshadowing?
Was it enemy? I thought I heard and I need.
Enemy. E-N-E-M-Y, the subtitles say. Listen. I'm falling now, and I need... Enemy. E-N-E-M-Y.
This is code. This is like Zodiac.
Are they setting something up here, Ben? Are they falling for their enemy?
Wow.
Is the Love is Blind Orchestra trying to tell us something?
I think they are. This is like Dark Side of the Moon. You got to play it backwards or something.
Yes, with Wizard of Oz. Yes.
Yes. Are you surprised I knew that?
I'm very surprised.
But it's attached to a movie, Max. So.
That's true. That's true. So does that mean you know about The Wall?
The Wall? What is The Wall?
Pink Floyd's The Wall? Because there's the movie Pink Floyd's The Wall.
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh, okay. Well, there's
so
an
I would
album,
know it.
There's an album, The Wall. It's okay. Anyway.
But is it what type of movie is it? Is it like one of those music movies?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. No, then I'm not gonna watch that shit.
All right. How about Tommy? Do you know about Tommy by The Who? Pinball Wizard. Tommy.
What's the movie?
Tommy.
I never seen Tommy.
Pinball Wizard.
Yeah, never seen Tommy.
You don't know the song Pinball Wizard?
Yeah. No.
Tommy. The Who.
No.
He's a pinball wizard?
No.
It's a rock opera? You ever
No.
seen... Okay, I think they made it into a movie. All right, anyway.
Never seen it.
Bad. This is really bad. We got to stop the show. We got to talk about it. I'm kidding. It's really not that important. This is an important one. Anyway. Then I feel like they talked about it on Freaks and Geeks. All right, anyway. So he takes out this guitar and they make a song called The Real Thing with this out-of-tune ukulele. Do you want to listen to it?
Yes.
I just want the real thing. I just want the real thing.
It's so out of tune.
Start with me. I just want the real thing.
I wouldn't know, but no.
I just want
You
the
can tell.
real thing. I just want the real
It's all
thing.
improvised.
I love it.
I love it.
think it
I
is.
love it. I love it.
I just want the real thing.
Uh-huh.
I just want the
real
thing.
You said that she's in love with me.
But he does love that she's in love with him.
I just want to show her now.
Sure,
He's
what?
you know what?
You
He's
said
good.
that
He's
we
a good
don't have to
singer.
wait a couple days.
Not a good tuner.
I
but a
just
good
want to show
singer.
her now.
Oh,
Girl, could you
My
feel
God.
my presence through these walls? If I stand by your side, would you ever slip and fall? Cause I would pick you up, take you where we stay, take you.
Would you ever slip and fall? Because I would pick you up. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway,
Well,
continue.
it's all
To the
improvised.
beach and on that sand we can lay. I said that real thing. And I just want the real thing.
She's sobbing.
And I just need that real thing.
Is she sobbing because she's
And
embarrassed?
I just want that real
She's
thing.
acting like she just saw the Beatles.
That's
live
our
for the
short.
first
That's our
time.
short.
She's acting like the Beatles came back from the dead, and she got to go to the concert, and she's watching it live.
Nicole in the chat said she muted this song and also Zach's song, Secondhand Embarrassment.
Wait till you see "Are You the One?" Man.
Yeah. Well, Nicole's a long-time listener. She knows that she was going to have to listen to them again on the podcast. So she was like, I'm going to have to listen to this again. Might as well just mute it on the show.
Sorry, Nicole.
Max is going to clip that shit.
Apologies.
Apologies to everyone. We had to dissect it. I just love how she's sobbing, and I'm like, I would be so embarrassed. It's so bad.
I know.
I think Zach's song.
It's not as bad as Zach's. I think.
I think Zach's is better.
Really? Oh, you mean lyrically?
Lyrically,
Obviously, his voice is not as good as Kwame's.
I think Zach's voice is better. I think Kwame has a bad voice.
No way. Kwame can hit notes whereas Zach cannot. Zach gets all screechy in his voice.
Zach's not out of tune.
Well, that's the guitar.
Why are you playing a guitar out of tune? You can get a guitar tuner. They have phones. Get a guitar tuner. Tune the guitar. Why is the guitar out of tune? It sounds like shit. I'd rather listen to Zach's song 10 times over. Zach's song is hilarious. Also, I can't tell if Zach's song is a joke or not. Is it a joke or not?
It's not. It's not. But it is hilarious.
I'm pretty sure Zach wanted to be an actor and then he became a lawyer. I think that happens with a lot of lawyers. They want to be actors.
He
but
tells
then
people stripper as a joke. And then he goes on to tell them of his childhood trauma, which is awkward. But yeah.
So that sounds like an actor.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, but really, that sounds like something.
What an actor does. Yeah.
Yes. No, but also I know a lot of actors and that's actor behavior.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think a lot of people
Traditionally, any behavior that's insane is actor.
Yes.
But yes.
But a lot of people who like grow up wanting to be actors, but then like they want to make money and kind of do like a safer thing, like being a lawyer, you know, especially if you're like a trial lawyer, which it seems that he does, you still get to kind of like perform in the courtroom and stuff. And then you see he still ended up being on TV show and he's still like making a lot of jokes and fucking singing on the show and doing this like big number. I bet growing up he wanted to go into performing in some way.
In some way, sure.
Yes, which is being an actor. It really adds up. Yes. Yeah. That was incredible though. Thank you, Kwame, for that. That was one of the worst songs I've ever heard of all time on reality TV. I would rather
it was improv.
I would rather listen to Sal again than listen to that. I would rather listen to My Fiance Is Fly Like Beyonce.
We can all admit that Sal is like an actual good like singer. Like he has a good voice. It's a very good voice. And his ukulele is in tune. Ukulele is in tune.
Sal, not into it.
Look, we all know Caesar's the GOAT.
I mean, if we're comparing Sal to Kwame, yeah, Sal's an amazing singer.
Yes. But if we compare Sal to Caesar, then he's
Yeah, no, Caesar's amazing.
Then you compare Caesar to the Beatles or Elvis, and you're like, oh
And you're like,
my
throw
God,
them in
this
the
is like the
trash.
Holy Trinity. How do I choose?
You know what, Ben? We can tell the Beatles and Elvis to kick rocks compared to Caesar.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hee
Anyway, so Zach and Irina leaves Zach rose petals, but Zach leaves her his stuffed animal that he's had since he was 3, named Ralphie. Red flag. It's a red flag. It's a red flag.
It's not as bad as a Banky, but it's still pretty
blankie.
bad. A Banky, according
Oh,
to
a binky.
a blanky Banky, according to Chelsea.
Yes, that
But
comes
we're
up
not
next
there yet.
episode. We're not there yet. Yeah. Look, this is just something that I'm really. I know people in adulthood still sleep with their stuffed animals from childhood or just new stuffed animals. I
support keeping a stuffed animal in your closet, in a box, nostalgia, all of that. But it gets weird when you're sleeping with it still.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I
kinda
know.
weird.
I had this old roommate and he comes upstairs and he said he's sick and he's like hugging a stuffed animal. And I was just like, can you move out?
It's
Makes
weird.
this makes me uncomfortable. You're a child. But I didn't tell him to move out. But I was like, why are you hugging an old stuffed animal? Like I don't think your parents raised you right.
I had a friend who had an entire bed covered in stuffed animals.
Oh my God.
It was one of those. It was like you've seen The Rehearsal. It was like that one actor in The Rehearsal.
Yeah.
It was like that, and it's like disturbing.
I mean, I know there's like collectibles and stuff and all that.
Okay,
It's
collectibles,
different.
I get.
It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
I
Ben,
want to
you
hear
know
the
what's
chat's
different?
opinion on this. I really do, because maybe we're crazy. I don't know. Maybe we're.
Well, I mean, I get that. I mean, like it did.
There's sentimental value.
It did develop because he said that it appears that he hasn't had it this whole time because he said he had to move around a lot as a kid and it was the one thing he kept with him. But then he says when his mom died,
that is really sweet. Yeah.
He found it in a box and he thought he would bring it with him for one more trip.
Yeah.
So it seems that he hasn't had it with him this whole time.
Yeah.
But then, little bit of spoiler going to the episode, he has it in the bed. And it's like, why is the stuffed animal in the bed?
That's when it starts getting a little weird.
I don't want a stuffed animal in my bed. I don't want it there. It makes me uncomfortable. I feel infantilized. This is just my comfort level. I don't like it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Laura has a good comment. The filth/old jizz factor is concerning.
That is concerning.
That's a very interesting thought about men that I think is fair.
It is fair. 12-year-old boys are monsters. They're monsters.
You know, I don't think I was a stuffed animal guy, so I never really thought that if I had a I'm not going to talk about myself this way,
but the thing is if you're a 12-year-old boy and there is
I just don't see myself masturbating into like my childhood stuffed animal though. But I think but I think these perverts would.
But let me finish. If you are a 12-year-old boy, nothing is off limits in your room. that's
no, there were definitely things off limits. A stuffed animal.
I'm just saying, you're not thinking rationally. You're a monster. You're barely a person.
Or I'm just saying, especially if you have kept a stuffed animal till you're 12, it's definitely not off limits. You know, you're in love with it.
Yeah, right. There's a connection there.
Yeah,
it's deeper than lust. You know.
Yes, I'm worried about it. Yeah, I don't know. The whole stuffed animal thing, I just can't get behind it. It has to go. It's me or the stuffed animal. pick.
I mean, it's always representative of something deeper too, right? Something he can't let go of. Something he's, this is what a therapist would say. A shrink would
I'm
be.
sorry. I just think you have to be like, look, like it's time for you to stop sleeping with the stuffed animal. It's time to grow the fuck up, child. Thank you.
I would have thought that your limit would have been national TV of when you wouldn't sleep with it, but apparently now that you're sleeping with it on national TV, we know that you literally have no boundaries when it comes to sleeping with stuffed animals.
Wait, so how does it work when you have sex? Do you take the stuffed animal off do you take the stuffed animal off the bed when you have sex, or do you leave
if you do, you have to face it towards the bed so that the stuffed animal can watch.
Yeah. But like, okay, but let's say you don't want to do that. Do you take it off the bed, and then like when you're done having sex, do you then put it back on the bed?
Of course.
Like, is it like having a pet?
What, you're
like, how does it work?
You're gonna let that thing sleep on the chair?
How does it work with a stupid fucking stuffed animal?
All that night, Max.
What are these parents doing? Just like letting their kid have like a stuffed animal or a blankie forever? Like they're not looking out for the kids.
I know. It can't be good for your development. Seems stunted.
Thank God Dr. Max and Ben are here to pass judgment on really
two
cold
people,
hard
by the way,
on
two
these
people that don't have kids.
To pass the really hard judgment. These other podcasts, they're too afraid to pass really ice cold judgment on people, but we are not. That's why you listen. I'm gonna have to do right now.
What?
Let's applaud us for being brave. So brave in what we've done.
Oh, I had a cousin once who
You had a cousin?
Yeah, one time.
That's brave too. That's some brave shit.
I should phrase it differently. My cousin, I remember once it was like a family reunion or holiday get together, something like that. It was Christmas. It was Christmas. And she was like going around saying like, she's like 15 years old and she's going around talking about Santa. And everybody was like laughing because everybody was like, this is like, she's doing a bit, right? Like this is ironic in some way or another. And then like people started asking her mom, they were like, is she doing like a joke? And her mom is like, she's having trouble letting go. She's having trouble letting go. Everybody was like, so every time she'd go up to someone in our family, she'd be like, what did Santa get for you this year? And people would laugh and then she'd get serious about it. And then everybody's faces would just change very slowly and being like, oh, this is really disturbing. This is alarming. You're 15. You're a teenager.
Oh my God.
It's really scary. You're in high school.
Yeah, that can't be good. Did you like go back to high school and be like, so what'd you guys get from Santa?
Oh,
dude,
cringy.
Honestly, maybe. I don't know. I didn't follow up.
Nicole just asked, Max, do you have a Love is Blind goblet? We both do. We have the golden Love is Blind goblets. Yes.
We've had them before Deep D and Natalie.
Who?
So I don't know.
In the words of Mariah Carey, I don't know her.
But we're still open to having her on the podcast.
Yeah, whoever she is.
Anytime. Whoever she is.
So Irina and Zach, Irina feels very special about his red flag being shared with her. But then she finds out that Bliss also met Ralphie. Zach is really putting them through the ringer.
Oh, yeah.
And Irina says she doesn't feel
You
special.
met Ralphie too?
Yes.
So jealous.
Fuck Ralph. I thought she was gonna rip Ralphie's head off.
Did you did she cuddle with Ralphie too?
Did she smell Ralphie's old jizz stains too? She said she wants to go home.
I thought this had legs. I thought this relationship was going the distance, and then I find out some other fucking woman met Ralphie. disgusting.
I thought I was going to be in a throuple with you and Ralphie. Now
Yeah.
Bliss is too.
I know Ralphie's a dog, but he's more of a pig right now. I guess he could be a dog too. Dirty dog.
Yeah, Zach's the real dog.
He's a very dirty dog with jizz stains all over.
Dog. Get the fuck over here. Dog.
Never gets old. Irina says, I can't walk in on Blizz making cupcakes for you anymore. This is too hard. Yeah, I can't watch her do nicer things for you than I. It's too hard watching a nice person be nice to you.
Get the fuck out of here with that energy, you know? I don't want that shit in my life. Nobody should be doing nice things for you, Zach.
Yeah. So she asks Zach, what's the difference between me and Bliss? I'm smart, more street smart. I might not have the best vocabulary. I'm 25. Bliss is closer to you in age. But what do you see in Bliss that I don't have? Zach
Was the question that was asked to her, what are all of your greatest insecurities? Because
it seemed like it. Wait, does Irina come off as insecure to you? What gave you that impression?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe
Zach
it was the jealousy over the stuffed animal.
Yeah. Zach says our connection is fire, but my concern is you're a little bit more vicious than I am, and Bliss doesn't like you, but that doesn't make you a bad person. And she goes, I can't believe you think I'm vicious. That's like shocking. What have I ever done that is vicious at all? I'm like the sweetest person you'll ever meet.
I tried to get you a single candle for your birthday.
Yeah.
That's not vicious at all. And she didn't let me.
He's like, I don't think you're vicious. I just think if someone hurts you, or if someone hurts someone you care about, that you'll rip their eyes out and stick a screwdriver in their vertebrae or something, you know?
This is very revealing, this scene, because what we find out about Zach here is he does believe Bliss when she says all these things about Irina. He does have an understanding that she can be a cruel person, and yet he still likes her more and wants to be with her more. That is fascinating.
But yes, but he can trust her. He says,
Bliss,
I know
you can't trust someone who makes you cupcakes. You can't.
You can't. He knows she loves him, and he really trusts her. He can't trust Bliss. He deeply trusts Irina. She's very trustworthy. She doesn't go behind people's back. She doesn't spy on people in kitchens, okay? Yeah. She's a very trustworthy person, and she would never do anything to hurt him.
Oh, yeah.
Is it written in the stars? This is who we are. Is it written in the stars?
Wow. That's a hit.
Wow.
God, how did they pump them out? Like it's like Billboard Top 100 after Billboard Top 100.
Yeah, it's really
like Taylor Swift, it's like a Taylor Swift phenomena, you know? Like
yeah,
they just keep pumping them out.
I know. It's like you think they're gonna lose it, but they don't, you know?
It's wild.
They're gonna go on an Eras tour one day themselves, and it's gonna sell out, and they're gonna break Ticketmaster.
Well, I mean, thank God we have press credentials to, you know, get us into Red Rocks for these shows.
Yeah, thank God.
Because otherwise there's no way we'd be able to.
Zach and Marshall in the men's quarters. Zach, you know, he really spills it out. He says, I'm in love with two people. Irina's immature and she plays games, and Bliss doesn't like her. But I really trust Irina on a deep level, and I don't really trust people at all. She will have my back every step of the way.
He just said she played games, and then he said he trusts her.
And it's like, how do you think a divorce is going to go? You're a lawyer. Like, what do you think is going to happen if you guys break up and you know she plays games and is vicious? What do you think's going to happen?
Yeah. And even with his expertise as a lawyer, I still think he's outmatched.
Exactly.
He really, I mean, have you seen her? She's ruthless.
Yeah. He says he's really attracted to Bliss's mind and they have great chemistry. And when the chemistry fades, they'll still be really good friends. And I'm like, no, you won't, because you're picking Irina.
He'll figure it out pretty quick. He'll figure it out.
No, he won't. He's dense.
Okay, not pretty quick, but he'll figure it out
He'll never figure
eventually
it out.
down the road.
Never. So Zach and Bliss, it's very obvious he's going to end things with her, but I don't know, when it starts off, things are a little flirty.
A dirty, dirty girl.
I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
things are getting a little.
Owls
in
say
here.
they're flirty for sure.
Oh yeah, he hired a muralist to paint a giant painting of 2 owls, Ben, like you said. Okay.
Hey, all right.
Wow.
I'm down for a painting of a couple hooters in my place for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is when we broke it off. This is when he said he needed to sleep on it. Yeah, this is just when like she kind of freaked him out by saying that her family didn't like any of her exes, which is the worst possible thing that she could have said.
Yeah, but clearly her dad is correct.
Yes.
I mean, based on who she likes. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, her
Yeah,
dad's
good dad.
probably watching from home and being like, "Thank God."
Yeah, she's terrible
you know.
taste.
Yeah. He's a good dad. He's a good father.
Yeah. Jacqueline and Marshall, we get the reveal. Lots of good stuff here. So she shaved her armpits and says, if he's ugly, I'm gonna be upset, but we can work through it. I know he's fine.
I love it.
Marshall says that he doesn't care what she looks like.
Peg leg, solid gold tooth, eye patch, whatever. God damn.
He's picturing Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It sounds like he's just into pirates.
Yeah. I mean, hey, everybody's got their thing, right?
Yeah, he's just into into people that sail the seas.
He likes to get pegged, but in a different way. You know what I mean? Peg legged.
Yeah, peg leg, baby. Yeah, I was like that. You're painting a very specific picture here.
Yeah. The Pirates of the Caribbean movies mean a lot to him in a very different way from everybody else.
Yes.
Yeah. Like his porn.
Jacquelina had something to say as well.
I don't got like no big old Nicki Minaj booty. I don't got the big old ninnies. I'm a skinny mini. If Marshall is a breast man, then he's a breast man. He can go and get that at the chicken joint.
Hell yes. Respect yourself.
I love her.
Yes.
She's like one of my favorite characters, I think. She's hilarious. What's this she saying? Nicki Minaj? She doesn't have
she's a Nicki Minaj boonie. She doesn't have those big ninnies. She's a skinny mini.
Those big ninnies. This is okay. So the kids these days, they call them ninnies. Okay.
Yeah, apparently.
Good to know. Good to know.
So Jacquelina, she says the kiss better be smooth and quick. Better be no tongue kiss. And she said she works in the dental field and that halitosis is a deal breaker. So that could have ended things right there if he had bad breath.
Yikes.
Can't fix that. Permanent. Unfixable.
Yikes.
Yeah. So they meet, they breathe sighs of relief and they walk to each other. He says their kiss was the best. He says the kiss was the best moment of his life. Yeah.
Of all the reveals, this was the cutest.
Very sweet, very long hug at the beginning. His walk away was very cute.
It was adorable. Yeah. I stand this couple. I stand Marshall and Jacqueline.
Look at us.
Right?
Simping.
Look at us.
Simping.
It was nice nice to see him happy and not just, talking about sending Josh down the dumbwaiter, It was really sweet. We get to the women's quarters and Bliss is like, let's just reset things. Like, let's just have peace, And Irina's like, yeah, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Bliss is like, not just for us, but for Zach. Let's do it for Zach. And Irina's like, yeah, for Zach. Mm-hmm. Did you trust Irina at all through this? I felt like she was planning her next.
She had her fingers crossed behind her back.
Yeah, hope to die. Stick a needle in Bliss's eye. That's what's gonna happen.
It's fucked up.
Then Zach, he sets things up. Bliss reads him a passage from, I looked it up, All About Love, New Visions by Bell Hooks. It's a #1 bestseller in gender studies. The quotation was
Oh.
paraphrased, however. It was not a direct quotation. She paraphrased it, just so you know.
I see.
It's important that you know that.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
He's like, "You're so amazing. You're so caring," and then he just breaks her heart, and he's an idiot.
God,
But she really made out.
Oh, but she will be back. She'll be back this season.
I hope so.
There's I mean, whether Zach has broken it off with Irina or not, the producers will have her at some point meet up at like a beach party or something like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
So in the women's quarters, Tiffany talks to Bliss and is like, "He's choosing Irina? Really?"
I love how every other Pod Squad person is just like shocked by all the decisions that these featured cast members are doing. Her?
Mhm.
No, we're sharing a lot of Arrested Development, and that means there's the
Yes.
I've made a huge mistake in her.
Yeah. So Kwame and Micah, when Kwame's to propose, he gives this stupid metaphor about like, I couldn't find my
Kwame
black...
and Chelsea, not Micah.
Yes, Chelsea, my bad. Kwame is like, yeah, I couldn't find my black jeans, so I had to wear khakis. And this is like our relationship.
This is the segue. Yeah, he chooses black jeans as an analogy for their love.
Oh my God. They always speak in metaphors. I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
But it's like a lazy metaphor. It's like, okay,
all their metaphors are lazy.
It's like, what am I gonna say today? And he's like, oh man, I don't have any more black jeans. Then he goes, black jeans. Wait a minute. Hold on now. Now we're cooking.
Yeah. I opened the door and I realized that the door opened inwards instead of outwards. Just like I feel like I'm falling in love with you instead of out of love with you.
Yeah.
Yes. What do you
Our
think?
relationship is like a doorknob. And if you turn it one way, it will open up beautifully. But if you turn it a different way, then you will be stuck in the relationship.
Yeah, sometimes you just need WD-40. And that is sex with me. So we should do that.
We got to get to Mexico
we got to get to Mexico, the order of operations, baby.
I booked a flight on Spirit Airlines ahead of when production booked us, so we can get down there quicker.
Yeah. And then he proposes, and she's like, I'll say yes, but now it's my turn to do a metaphor. Love is like a slow dance. It's like, just get engaged, you motherfuckers. God damn it.
I know. I was like, wow, did they all take Toastmasters speech classes before this? Like, what's going on?
Like, oh, God.
Everybody's got to give their big speech. It's like,
okay.
So weird.
Let me throw some adjectives on this.
It's so random.
Zach and Irina, this is good. This was interesting because it cut right to when they were in the room. Usually we see people like walking into the room and the proposal was already happening. So I'm wondering what they had to cut. Like what theatrics Zach did. Did he do like a somersault into the room?
Maybe he sang once already and then they were like, you got to do it again. It's
abridged, maybe.
It was so good. We want to hear it again.
Yeah. He's like, when we first met, I lied to you and told you I was homeless and living beneath an underpass and you didn't care.
Yeah, of course she didn't care. She's an asshole.
Yeah.
Why would she care about someone pretending to be homeless?
He says, I know who you are at the core and I know you would never give up on me. Do you know her at the core? Would she never
I think he
give up
does.
on you?
I think he does, Max.
I don't think he knows her. And
he says she plays games. He says it like he's very aware of who she is. I fully think he knows
but
who he's dating, and I think
says-
he likes it. I think he likes being nagged. I think he likes
but
all this stuff.
He says she would never give up on him.
She hasn't yet.
But she would. He doesn't know that part. He
But
doesn't
you
know the whole
what?
picture.
Even if he did, I think he'd still want it. Like,
okay, I think that he thinks that she's mean to other women, but he doesn't think that she would be like fully mean to him. Like 100%. He thinks she would be like 95% mean to him, but would still be loyal to him like the final 5%.
He has no idea what's coming.
No.
He has no idea what's coming.
Well, I know what's coming, Ben.
I was aching, breaking down.
Okay, Kwame's a better
The
singer.
bluest sky the blues had found. As we laid in the pause,
Don't mute this, Nicole.
I knew it was real.
His voice is shaking like he's nervous.
My heart you
He's
would
about to propose.
steal.
Still.
You found me all alone.
Yeah, I like when they do that. Oh,
I found myself a Blarney Stone.
Blarney Stone.
Irina,
He wrote all
you
this.
take my blues away. Irina, you take my blues away. I love you forever
yeah. Thank you.
and ever.
This song is used in
And
Guantanamo.
ever I do.
That was beautiful.
So
That was really-
beautiful.
that-
Very
I'm
pretty.
like, I have started crying.
What a pretty singing voice. I would have been like, did they let a bird into the pods? Is there a bird on it? There's a beautiful songbird on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, she proposes and she says, "I can't wait to change the world with you." That was quite the squeal.
Do that in our Xanthe squeal. Back to
Yeah, let
back.
me get the Xanthe one going around too. Yeah, I still think the Xanthe one wins. Really, just the best,
See, that's never going to be top.
the best squeal in the biz.
I don't think.
It sounds like a drill.
I don't think Michael Winslow could squeal that good.
No, no one can.
Nobody could.
So Chelsea and Kwame get the reveal. She says this feeling of anticipation is better than Christmas morning. She says their souls are an amazing, out of this world match. Their souls are binding in the fates of the outer worlds, the borders of realms indeed.
Oh yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Our souls are like a pretzel twisted together,
Oh my god.
salted just a little bit. Ugh. These fucking metaphors. I tell you what.
Go over it. Shut up.
It's getting out of hand. It's
Just
getting
stop
ridiculous.
talking. Keep it to yourself. I'm sick of it.
So dumb.
They meet. They're really happy to see each other. She says when souls meet, their wildest dreams come true, or something like that. What they meet. I'm like, shut
Wow.
up about your fucking souls. Souls aren't real, nerd.
It's
We're
true.
just bodies full of fluid and shit. Okay, dumbass.
I remember you told me you used to bully people for that in elementary school. Souls aren't real, you'd say.
Souls aren't real.
That was your big thing. You were the souls aren't real guy.
Yeah, everyone's like, I have a nice soul. And I was like, we're not. We're all just going to end up being buried in the ground. Nothing's real.
And then you went to like a Southern cooking restaurant and they were like, would you like some soul food? And you went, soul's not real.
Yeah, it's just food.
It's just food.
Do you want filet of soul? It's just filet of. Kwame got very excited. Listen to how many times he says, oh my gosh, in 10 seconds.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow.
Am I what you pictured?
Oh my gosh. You are. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
My
Very excited.
gosh.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. These so many oh my gosh metaphor. There's so many metaphors. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Wow. He was so excited. He started to propose on the couch and she had to make him kneel. I mean, he almost totally fucked it up. The second proposal.
Yeah. Not good. Yeah,
Should they do second proposal?
He's like, I'm looking really forward to going to Mexico now. And she's like, what do you mean by that? He's like, the parasailing.
Off-roading,
Parasailing, off-roading,
bathing with buckets. There's some bucket bathing that we get
bucket
to do.
bathing.
Bucket bathing, really exciting
Pretty
stuff.
sure that's what he was talking about.
Bucket bathing, pretty cool stuff. You put soap on yourself in your bathing suit, and they pour buckets of water over you. Pretty exciting stuff.
Very cool. Very cool.
Should they do the second proposal? It's not how it works in the real world. You don't get to get proposed to twice. I don't think they should do it. They've already been
Well, not
proposed
unless
to.
you lucky girl it. Then you could maybe get proposed to
I don't believe all these people are lucky girling it.
I don't think they are either. Now, you could get proposed to twice by two different people, but not by the same person.
Yep, I think this
you
is
could have
redundant.
a rom-com Drew scenario where two men are buying
Yes,
love, in effect.
that's beautiful. This is redundant, and I think they should remove it.
I think so too. It is kind of silly. It's like, why do they have to do it again after they see each other? The whole point was that you proposed without seeing that person, right? So
Yeah,
it kind of negates the concept a little bit. A little bit.
let's quickly talk about what's going into the Zach and Irina thing, because some words were said right before the reveal.
Yeah.
Zach says Irina makes him feel loved, and he says he wants to marry someone who loves who he is as a person. Yeah, no shit. That's why
That's kind of the
people,
idea of
that's
having
the
a
point.
relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, you want somebody to love you as a what do you think? You want somebody to love you as an animal?
Or as
Okay.
a criminal defense lawyer.
Okay, numbnuts. All right. He says she doesn't care how successful he is or how much money he makes. How do you know that?
They must have talked about it. They must
Yeah,
have
okay.
talked about it.
How would you know that in 10 days if somebody does? Like, I think you need a little more time to figure that out. I'm just saying. How would you know that in 10 days?
Yeah. No, you can't.
You need a little more time to figure it out.
Yeah.
Especially her, she's evil.
Do you think that when they get into the pods, when they start talking to each other, they start day one? Okay, I was born on this date. I don't have too many memories in that first year. And they just start from there. They start with the first memory
I
they
would
can
demand it.
remember. My first memory was falling down and hitting my head or something. That was my first memory.
Well, yeah, I need to know everything because I need to know when they stop sleeping with their stuffed animals. You know, I need to know when they let go of every childhood thing to make
For
sure
future
that they.
contestants on Love Is Blind, maybe that should be your first question to the other person in the pod: is do you sleep with the stuffed animal still as an adult? Do you believe in Santa Claus as an adult?
I need to know that they're well adapted.
Yeah.
Irina says she wants to be madly in love, and she feels that way with Zach. She says she views him as her teammate. Okay. Yes. So
She does play a lot of games, so team
Yes.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, Irina says she's not worried. She thinks she's beautiful, and if she's not his type, she can go find someone else. So she's not that worried about this. She's getting on TV.
Yeah. She loves it. It's great.
She's making it to Mexico. So mission accomplished.
Well, and she's the funnest character on the show. So
Yeah. So there we go.
we stand for that reason, you know. Even though she is an asshole.
Here's a comment. Imagine facing jail time and in comes Zach with his unblinking stare. What a nightmare. Yeah.
Are
that
we
would
piling
be...
on Zach's creepy stare now?
Yes.
Just blink. Just blink.
Blink.
Why won't you blink?
The more you tell me not to blink, I can't blink. We'll talk about that more next episode
Oh my
for
God.
sure.
I can't wait. Next episode,
Yes.
it's gonna be like a 3-hour episode, I think.
It's like his connection with Bliss. It's fire.
It's so good.
Yes.
Good. I'm excited.
Well, this was a fun episode. What a fun season. Things are certainly heating up, and I know that things will definitely heat up when we get to Mexico. We know that the temperature was hot.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yes.
To the equator. Mhm.
Yes.
So warmer. Yeah.
Thanks, Ben.
I was just expounding on your on your joke. I was yes-anding you.
Oh, okay, good. Well, this was great. We will see everyone. We will be back with at 5 or by 5. We will be back. And otherwise, and we're going to be back with episode 5 on Monday. So we'll see everybody real soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's reality alert.